We are astronauts traveling through outdoor space. We seek to maintain our comfort zones. Shelter is anything that protects our body. Think of layering or spheres of protection in the macro sense. It is a different way of looking at the concept of shelter, but the more you think about it, the more sense it makes. Illustrating the concept, the down sleeping bag reduces air movement and convection losses. Sleeping on the closed cell ensolite pad reduces conduction losses to the ground. Providing additional insulation, the sleeping camper is wearing poly garments. Conserving heat, the tent reduces air movement or convection losses from the outside. The sleeping camper radiates heat, which escapes through the tent. The trees and site selection reduces the heating effect of solar radiation and reduces air movement. There are three ways a body seeks to maintain its optimum temperature of 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. The body can increase heat production through activity and capture the surplus heat produced as a byproduct of muscle contraction. Shivering is nothing more than running a marathon without going anywhere. Conversely, to cool itself, the body accomplishes this primarily through the evaporation of sweat and, to a lesser extent, respiration. Water changing from a liquid to a gas consumes large amounts of energy, thus cooling the body. Second, an external heat source such as a fire, car heater, or sun can be added or removed as a heat source of the body. Insulation can be added to retain heat or removed to allow excess heat to escape. It is important to note that these three approaches can be used in combination with each other. There are four methods by which heat is gained or lost. These four methods are fundamental to creating shelter and protecting the body. Conduction is the transfer of thermal energy through a solid or between two solids in contact with each other. Convection is the transfer of heat by circulation of a fluid, usually air or water, to equalize a temperature differential. Radiation is energy that is transferred through waves that cause the molecules of the object to vibrate. The friction from the vibrate generates heat. Microwave ovens use this method. Evaporation is a conversion of a liquid to a gas. Sweat evaporates, sucking heat from the body, thus cooling it. Man is a tropical animal. Clothes creates a microenvironment surrounding the body, which helps keep you comfortable. Layering is the process of using multiple layers of clothes to insulate and protect the body. The first layer can whisk moisture away from the skin. Additional layers, like the wool sweater, can be added or removed to maintain optimum temperature. Adding a windbreaker creates a wind barrier, reducing convection losses. The properties of each layer are important. The loose weave sweater can lose up to 50 to 70% of its insulating value in a 5-mile-an-hour breeze. Adding a windbreaker reduces air infiltration that creates a protective microenvironment by creating a dead air space and reducing convection losses. Heat loss is not equal throughout the body. Borrowing from the burn literature, the rule of nines can be used to show heat losses. The legs comprise 36%, which is the same area as the chest and abdomen. The arms are half that much. In contrast, the head comprises only 9% of the body's total surface area. Heat is lost disproportionately in the body. Heat is lost to activity. The first thermogram shows the body at rest. Red is hot, green and blue are cool, and yellow is in between. Fat tends to be cooler with less heat loss. Overall, large muscle groups are not losing much heat. In the second thermogram, the jumping jacks generate large amounts of waste heat, which is evident in the extremities. As a practical matter, a hiker wearing rain pants in cool weather can capture enough surplus heat that they will often need to unbutton and open their jacket to equalize their body temperature. Conversely, wearing shorts in warm weather enables a hiker to quickly dissipate the surplus energy generated by 36% of the body, the legs. Comprising only 9% of the body's total surface area, you can lose between 30 to 35% of your body heat through the head. The percentage is calculated while at rest. Wetsuits and dry suits create different microenvironments to protect the body. The dry suit functions similarly to the windbreaker, except there are gaskets at the neck and limbs to prevent water from entering. In contrast, the wetsuit creates a microenvironment by heating a layer of water to the body's temperature between the body and the neoprene insulation. Wicking refers to the ability of a fabric to mobilize or transfer water throughout the material. In summer, it is important for cooling the body through evaporation. In winter, it is not so good. Cotton makes for good wicking, wool and most synthetics, not so. Think of your sleeping bag as part of your total shelter system, including your tent and site selection. When sleeping, your body's muscles are not producing a lot of heat. To compensate, more insulation is required. Since 30 to 35% of heat loss can be through the head, consider wearing a wool cap. Most sleeping bags are designed to protect against convection losses. The insulation reduces air movement and its ability to transfer heat. Some sleeping bags will include a shiny lining to reflect radiant energy back toward the body. The body compresses the sleeping bag. The Insulite or similar closed-cell foam pad reduces energy losses to the ground. Avoid sleeping in the moisture-laden clothes worn during the day. The moisture stored in your clothes has a reverse effect and will tend to cool you when you're sleeping. The body can lose roughly 3/4 of a quart of water a day through respiration in the skin. Figure that roughly 1/4 a quart of water is lost during the night. This moisture needs to be dissipated through a breathable sleeping bag and tent. Think of a tent as a house with a floor, walls, entrance, and roof. Like clothes, it too protects the body. The same principles apply. There is heat retention or dissipation, weather protection, insect protection, and moisture dissipation. To prevent ground moisture from entering the tent floor is usually constructed from waterproof nylon fabric. Often people will use an additional ground cloth under the tent. The Insulite sleeping pad helps reduce conduction losses to the ground while sleeping. Aluminum poles provide a superstructure supporting the walls and roof. Breathable nylon fabric comprises the walls of the tent. This helps air circulation and dissipation of moisture. The lower section is waterproof nylon, which can be exposed to rain. The inner door is mosquito netting. It provides insect protection and, of course, mosquito protection. Also working in conjunction with the outer waterproof flap, it can provide privacy, air circulation, and dissipation of moisture lost by the body when sleeping. The roof or waterproof fly provides protection from the rain and other elements. Normally there is an air gap between it and the breathable inner walls of the tent. This allows air circulation, yet provides protection from the rain. In summary, the tent provides another sphere of shelter for the body. Site selection is often overlooked in terms of heat retention or loss. During the day, solar radiation heats the ground and tent. Reducing this heating effect, clouds and trees reflect and block some of the incoming radiation. Stored in the ground, and like an oven, the stored energy radiates out during the evening. Vegetation, clouds, and other opaque objects slow these radiant heat losses, reflecting them inward. The ground can heat the tent also. Usually, around 2:30 in the morning, the heating effect runs out and the temperature cools suddenly. An enclosed campsite will tend to retain this radiant heat. An open campsite with no cloud cover will tend to lose the stored radiant heat of the day more quickly. An astronaut traveling through space has their spacesuit and space capsule for protection. Shelter is anything that protects our body and helps to maintain our comfort zone. The concept of shelter is expanded to include the multiple spheres of sleeping bag, clothes, tent, and site selection. This video provides you with a conceptual foundation for when you buy your clothes or tent.